Welcome to the Eagle Reality Career Talk with your host, Chris Ward, broker in charge of Eagle Realty in North Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, the podcast for realtors and all entrepreneurs.
Hey everybody, welcome to another edition of the Eagle Reality Career Talk for your real estate career. Actually, anybody in business, I think can, especially from today's episode, I think you can value or get some value out of what I'm about to talk about on this podcast. My name's Chris Ward. I'm your host here in North Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. Talking about the last blog, I just wrote this last blog last week. In our career series. It's not the last one, it was the one I wrote last week. And I think it's a broad-based message across all marketing mediums right now, especially digital marketing mediums. You're gonna hear a lot of people talk about it, and it's really the value add. How much value is your content bringing? How much value is your content bringing? And you have to think about that. You have to really think about that when you're creating pieces of content. Are you bringing value? Are you just self-promoting, or are you actually bringing value to the audience that you're trying to reach? And some people don't really take the time, the moments to think through that process of, is what I'm about to put out as content, whether it's on Facebook or Instagram or the blog I'm about to write or a video that I'm about to record, am I bringing some kind of value message or value to the audience that's going to consume it? Because honestly, we know that most of the time they're not going to consume it unless they feel some kind of value add. And that value may be laughter, that value may be an emotional response, or that value may be actual informational or something that they are seeking out, searching for, whether it's a home purchase, a good deal, foreclosure list, just tips and tricks about how to buy your first home, or what you should be doing if you're planning to buy a home and you've never bought one before. Like, what's the value add you're going to be? And it could be funny, it could be joyous. And I understand in the real estate industry, especially, that we're building brands. So we are trying to bring awareness to who we are and what we do. But we have to make sure that we're doing it in such a way that we're actually thinking of the audience first, thinking of what would they want to see. If I was just a general consumer on Facebook, or I'm scrolling through Twitter, what's going to catch my eye? What's going to make me stop and actually consume the content that I'm putting out there? And we talked about a little bit, well, actually, I don't know if I talked about this in the blog, but we talked about how much content you should be doing. So if I'm saying content and you don't know what I'm talking about, then I'm doubting you probably have a content strategy where you're putting out pieces of content daily. So you might don't check out, because you need to be doing that, whether it's video, whether it's audio, whether it's written form, whether you're putting out blogs, whether you're doing a video show or video tour of your listings, whether you're doing an Alexa flash briefing like through a company like soundupnow.com, or if you're doing a podcast. Like those are all pieces of content, and you need to be doing as much as possible to reach the largest audience that you can. But does your content bring value? So that's really the topic of this podcast. Does the content bring enough value for the audience or the consumer or customer or client you're trying to reach to actually consume your content, to get the message? And then hopefully the next step is engagement, and engage with you through your content. A couple ideas this is just kind of what I express. So if you're doing video, make sure you're doing it consistently. I'm going to actually say that for all of these. Everything you do needs to be consistent, whether it's a video, whether it's a blog, whether it's a podcast, whether it's a flash briefing. Consistency is the key. Audiences want to see that you're not just a one-trick pony, you're not just a one-shot, one-off. You need to be consistent, especially if you are building a brand and a strategy and a long-term career, especially in like real estate. You need to be consistent and play the long game. So if you're doing videos, make sure you're consistently doing videos, and that you're utilizing multiple platforms for your video uploading. YouTube, Facebook, LinkedIn now has a native video. Like, you need to be posting them in those places, not just reposting them, but natively uploading, looking at the analytics, seeing how the audiences are responding on multiple different platforms from your videos. Are you doing some sort of market report? Are you doing a video of your podcast? Like, so if your podcast is bringing value and you don't do another video strategy, you could just record yourself doing the podcast and thus bring value to those that are going to consume video a little bit more. You need to be doing something that is showing, if you're doing listing tours, make sure you're highlighting based on what the consumer would want in the home. Do something like that. If you do a DIY show or anything, there are so many ideas out there, but whatever you do, do it consistently and bring some sort of value message so that people consuming the video actually feel like they're getting something out of it and it's not just a shameless promotion. If you're doing audio, your podcast needs to be more about the consumer than just talking about your market area. Market area is good. You need to do a market stat podcast, but mix in there some things, whether it's home tips, looking to buy your first home, things that you could be doing like home reminders or something like that you're doing for your clients that have already purchased a home. You can do all kinds of ideas. Flash briefing in the audio arena, like I just mentioned. There's companies out there that are doing great. SoundUpNow.com is great at getting your voice on Alexa devices. This is the future. This is the future of voice and marketing is going to be through Google Home, Alexa devices, maybe Apple HomePod, and you are going to want to be in that arena. So start now with a long-term strategy. You're not going to get any ROI out of it immediately in the next couple months, but the long-term, you want to be that person that was first to market in the voice arena. So make sure you're looking into how to do that. Let me know. You can contact me anytime because I am involved with the company with Alexa Flash Briefings, and I can help get you started. I can give you ideas, even if you're not in the real estate industry, if you're in other industries, other businesses. We actually have idea banks of how you could be using Flash Briefings or how we can build you a skill that's branded to you that can be downloaded on your consumers and clients' Alexa devices so that you can be first to market and first to win. Let's be honest, first to win in that arena. If you're doing a blog, if written form's your thing, remember you can repost this. You can use that. There are programs that can turn your blogs into podcasts. You can utilize great graphics. You can make that into ads on Facebook. You can use your blog in written form if that's your forte. Utilize it well and utilize a strategy that brings value to your customers. Remember, great SEO, it comes out of blogging, people getting traffic to your websites, becoming the expert at a subject or things. That's what blogging is really good for. So all three of these arenas, written, video, audio, you need to be putting out consistent content in all of the arenas across all the platforms. You need to make that effort and make that part of your strategy. If you need ideas, I would love to help you. If you don't know where to start with content, please let me know. Comment below, send me an email, find me on social media at Eagle Realty SC or on my Facebook page, Chris Ward BIC, Chris Ward BIC. Send me a message and say, man, I don't know how, how should I get started with Alexa Flash Briefings? What should my blog topic be? How often should I put a video out? Where should I put it? I'll be happy to help. I want to see your real estate career grow. I want to bring value to your career or to your business, no matter what industry that you are in as an entrepreneur, business owner, or someone that works passionately for their career. I hope you have a great day. I hope you've enjoyed this podcast. Make sure you subscribe. Check us out all over social media at Eagle Realty SC. Subscribe to this podcast on iTunes, The Eagle Reality Career Talk, and we will talk at you next time. I just want to thank you again for listening to our podcast. Make sure you subscribe on iTunes, The Eagle Reality Career Talk. Also on our YouTube channel /Eagle Realty 1. You can find us all over social media at Eagle Realty SC. And of course, my personal Facebook page, Chris Ward BIC. That's BIC at Chris Ward BIC.